In today's session, I will be showing you some complex XPath in terms of the interview perspective. So, using the XPath axis, we will write. It's like one of the interview question. So, it is a complex XPath. It's not straightforward. Like you cannot write a simple XPath using an ID or a class name. You can write it, but there is a XPath axis also you have to use here. So whatever XPath Axes topic I have covered in yesterday's session, so the same logic I am going to use in the today's session in order to solve this problem, whatever question I am going to say. So it's an e-commerce website. Let me open the browser, go to new private window, and here I am going to Myntra.com. It's an shopping website, Myntra.com, and here go to men, and I am opening the formal shirts. So you can see some elements are displayed on this web page, right? So I will say the problem statement and then we will find the XPath now. So the problem statement is there are some filters on the left side. So if you see there are filters, right? Brand, color, discount. So there are three filters and each filter is having multiple checkboxes are there. So I need to write a common XPath by passing the filter header text. So what are the filter header text I am having here? I am having brand, I am having what else? Color is there, discount range is there. So I need to find only one XPath. In that, if I am changing the color, right? If I am changing the brand or if I am changing the color, if I am changing the discount, then all the checkboxes options should be coming, and I can use maybe a for loop in order to check whichever checkbox I want to click. Suppose I am clicking in the brand. Let me take arrow brand. Click on the arrow. So it is filtering the arrow results, and if I am selecting any one of the labels, so all these are labels here. So if I am selecting Ellen Solly, so it is filtering that. So similarly, if I am clicking on the blue color, it is going to filter the blue color. Similarly, if I go to the discount and click on the 30% or above, so only XPath example I am going to say, we are not going to automate this website end to end. The requirement is the interview question is like we need to find in one XPath when we are changing the text of the filter. Accordingly, the same locator should work for all the three categories. So in order to do that in this website, the right click is not working. So if you are doing right click, right, it's not working. So you have to press on the F12 in the keyboard. So it will be opening these developer tools. If you press F12 in the keyboard, developer tools will open. And it is same as if you are doing inspect with right click, right? The developer tools will open the same thing. But in this website, the right click is disabled by Myntra.com. So we cannot do right click inside the browser window. But you can open the F12 in the keyboard, or the developer tools will open. Go to this HTML structure, and let's start with the brand first. So I will show the example for brand, and whenever I'm changing the label for color or discount range, accordingly the XPath will be varying. So first of all, find the text for brand. So brand text is available inside the span vertical filters header. So if I want to write an XPath for this, how can I write? Simple XPath // span is the tag and the text is brand. So for text method, put the square bracket, put text small bracket equal to in single quotes, pass the brand. This is the simple XPath which will help me to find the brand label. So if I am doing Control F and searching for that, one of one is coming. So the brand text is highlighted whenever I am searching for it. So this is up to the finding the filter text. So after this, what I have to do, my main goal is like finding the locators for this checkboxes. So arrow, Van Helsing, Park Avenue, all these filters, whatever is available, right? Checkboxes. I need to find a common locator for the checkboxes. So let's find out where the checkbox label is there. So select the arrow, and you can see the brand is there. Below the brand, we are having some more tags. So div tag is there, UL tag is there. Under the UL tag, if you open, there is an li tag, there is a label tag. Under the label, there is a checkbox. So the checkbox is below the, there are multiple tags available. So there is one tag called span, and under that div is there, under that UL is there. If I open the UL, there is an li tag one more time. Under that, there is a child tag label input. So in order to build this logic, right, we have to use the logic of the parent, sibling, those things, whatever we discussed in the XPath axis. I need to use that. So this div is the parent, whatever is available, and span is a current node. So as I explained in the previous session, if I open that image, so current element self I am having, right? So if I need to navigate to the element which is beside, just under the same parent, if it is in the other element which is under the same parent. So div is the one tag which is the parent. Under the same parent, we are having multiple tags, div, ul, div. So all these come as siblings. So if we go and check the image for the yesterday session. So preceding sibling, the self node, or the following sibling, all these come under the same parent. So if I need to go to this UL, right, the span brand tag, whatever is there, the UL tag is coming below that. So what is the thing I have to do? It is following sibling. It is a sibling, but it is following the current node. So I have to put following sibling and put the double colon. And what is the tag I have to give here? So after span, div is there, after div UL is there. So UL is the tag we have to specify here. So if I search for this, Control C and do Control F here and search for it. So you can see one of one is coming, but it is highlighting the overall section of the all the checkboxes. But I need a single checkbox. How can I find a single checkbox? So there is under UL one more tag is there, li is there. Under that one more label is there. So like this, there are multiple labels. You can see like there are multiple li tags. Every li is having multiple labels. So you can open one by one all the LIs. So every li is having a label. So how I am going to write the locator now? So first of all, I am finding the brand text. So brand text XPath I have found relative XPath, and after that, using the following sibling, I have found the following sibling node. And if I open one of the li, let me take the first one arrow. So if I need to go to li and label, right? If I am directly giving /li and label, it is going to work. So this is going to work, but this is going to break in future. So if this li whatever is there, it is going to change, right? This is called as chained XPath in yesterday's session I told. So chained XPath may break in future. So it is not recommended. So let me copy this and check. Control F. So you can see 1 of 8 is coming. That means every label now we are able to find the locator. So all the 8 labels we are having the locator, but still this is not recommended one. So the li label I am going to remove, and I am going to give double slash here. After following sibling ul, I am going to give double slash. That means relative locator. So from this locator below this, there is a another relative locator I am going to write like label. So here label we are having. So if I go to one of them, so keep the cursor on the arrow. Arrow is a label, and the label is having what? Class is there, vertical filters label, common custom checkbox is there. So I can able to take the entire thing also. This is fine. The entire class name I can take. Copy this and put class equal to in single quotes or double quotes you pass this. So this class is very big here. Sometimes this label also can change, right? The class text whatever is there it can change. So I want to use only common custom checkbox, but you should not use equal to here. I can use a contains method. Contains means it is a partial text for class I am going to consider. So first of all find the brand and go to the following sibling ul and use a double slash to find the relative locator under the current sibling. So label class, I'm passing a partial class name because in future there is a chance like this vertical filter label can change. Maybe there is a possibility. So instead of hard coding the complete text, I am going to take partial text like common custom checkbox. So even you can use the full or partial, it is totally fine. So contains method I am using to check the partial class name. So the class comma separator and common custom checkbox. So this is going to check the partial text. So copy the entire thing, Control C and do Control F here and paste it. So you can see total 8 elements are coming. So on these elements, if you are clicking on one of the element, right, it is going to select the checkbox. So up to this, it should be sufficient. Even the if you want to highlight the checkbox also, it is fine. If you want to put slash input, it is going to highlight the checkbox. Under the label, we are having a child input. So if you want to put slash input also, it is fine. So here slash input I can pass. Up to the label or up to the input you can go. So this is the XPath, custom XPath for brand filter. In case I want to find for color or discount range. So first of all, let me check the text for the color. So color is having this text. So the same XPath is going to work even Control C and if I am passing instead of brand color. So the same XPath will work even for the color. Control C, Control F here and you paste the color. So under the color we are having total 7 elements like blue, white, pink, gray, green, navy blue, black. So all these 7 elements are working, right? So you can see the checkboxes are highlighted. So maybe the input is not working. If you remove the input, the labels are highlighting. So if you use up to the labels also, it is fine. The same thing if I am applying for discount range. So here discount range text I need to pass. So instead of color, you just put discount range and copy everything. Control C. Here do Control F and enter. So input seems to be not working. So let me check. Discount range. So under the discount range, we are having UL and LI and there is a label. So you can see it is again changed. It's not the same XPath. So common custom checkbox is not working in this case. It is different. Common custom radio button is coming. So vertical filters label might be the unique one, I think. If I go back to the brand, let me go back to the brand. So under the brand, if we check the LI, vertical filter label seems to be the text which is going to work in this case. So if I place instead of common custom checkbox, let me remove that and put vertical filters label and search for this. Control C and here remove everything and do Control V. So you can see total 8 elements are coming. So under the discount range, we are having 10% and above 20%, 30, 40, 50, up to 80. Total 8 elements. So instead of this partial class, I am taking the vertical filters label. So if the vertical filters label is also available in the above brand section also, you can able to use that. So if I go back to the brand, under the brand, if I open the child li arrow, so vertical filters label is going to work in both the cases, for the brand, for the color, for the discount range, all the three it is going to work. So I can able to apply this vertical filters label class partial class name for all the three locators. So here the main parameter I'm even in your framework also, maybe you can parameterize this thing, and based on your requirement you can pass the brand or color or discount range. So we are not going to do any coding, but building the complex XPath using XPath Axes, I just wanted to show an example. So using the following sibling example with labels and contains method I have used. So you can try it with this brand also. Do Control F and remove everything and paste it. So you can see all the brands are highlighted here. So vertical filters label class is working fine. The same thing you can also check it for color also. Control C, Control F and remove everything and paste it. So let's check. In this case, vertical filters label doesn't seems to work. So for color, what is the label that we have? It is having common custom checkbox. So I think the checkboxes are having some class names, and the discount is having the custom radio class name. So accordingly, at least it is working. This label is working for two of the elements. So the common custom checkbox is working for two of them, and this is working for one of the case. So this is how you can build a custom logic, and I will show you with another website. This website is for filters on Myntra.com. We can also take another website where it is similar logic. So if you go to agio.com, so agio.com is also another e-commerce website. So the same logic, it is going to be slightly more complex than this. So we can build on that also. If I open agio.com, it is also another shopping website. So go to men here, and I'm opening jacket and coats. So here also right click will not work. You have to do F12 in the keyboard and open the dev tools. Click on F12 in the keyboard and open the dev tools. Doing right click and inspect will not work because these websites have disabled right click option. So my problem statement is the same here also. If I am passing the gender label, I need to able to select men and women. If I am passing the filter as category, I need to able to select these three checkboxes, and there are price also. So if I pass the price filter, I need to able to select the below 500, 500 to 1000. So the logic is exactly same. Only the DOM structure is different. The HTML structure is different, but the logic is exactly same here. So I'm going to build the same kind of logic for this website also, finding a common XPath by passing the filter text. So first of all, find the gender text. So gender is having span, and there is a gender. So how to build the logic for this? Double slash span, put the square bracket, text equal to. So this is going to find the text locator for gender. Control F and paste it. So 1 of 1 is coming. That means gender label I am able to find. So after this gender label, you can try to find out the locator for this men and women filters. So the men filter is available under this label. So the men text is available under this label, and the woman is also available in another label. So this is the label. So here gender is there, and men is available here. So it's not directly straightforward in this case. previously it was very easy, like we have used the span and used the following sibling, right? That is straightforward. But in this case there are so many tags and we have to navigate this thing. So first of all, span is there, gender is there. So we have able to find the locator for this. So the relative path is found. After this, if you check, this div is there, right? The span is having a parent div. So the parent div is having a sibling, and under that sibling we are having this men's label is there. So what I have to do, first of all, I need to find out the locator for gender, and I need to go to the parent, because there is no sibling here which can point out to this men. You have to first of all go to the parent. So how to go to the parent? Put a slash and write parent, double colon, and what is the label for the tag name? div. So if I am able to control C and do control F here, so it is highlighting the gender parent. So parent double colon div will go to the parent axis. And now the parent is having another sibling is there. So at the same level we are having this facet body, and under that there are multiple child tags, and at the bottom of this there is a label. So for this parent tag, this is now the parent div will be our current node, and it is having a sibling, right? So we have to write following sibling in this case. Why I am applying following sibling? Because this gender tag is having a parent div. So the parent div will now act as a current node for me. So for the current node there is another facet body which is at the same level. So all these two are at the same level. You can see this is one, and the second one is following sibling. So at the same level they are there. Those are called as siblings. So in order to navigate to that, you should put slash following sibling. And what is the tag name for that? Tag name is div is there. Control C, Control F, and you can search for that. So one of one is there. So gender, and go to the parent, and then go to following sibling div. So up to this we are able to find, that's good. Now we have to navigate through all these child tags and finally go to the label. So I'm not going to go through all these different tags, right? Because in future some of the tags might be removed, and our test case can fail. So in order to do that, I am going to put double slash here. I will not use a single slash. Single slash means absolute XPath. Double slash means a relative XPath. So use a double slash, and directly I will go to the input checkbox or to the label. So if I click on the input type equal to checkbox, nothing is working. So in this website the type checkbox doesn't seems to work. Only the label is working. So directly I am going to write the label here. Label is the tag, and inside the square bracket I am going to write the entire class name you can write, or the partial class name also you can write. Facet link name I am giving. So in order to use the partial one, again contains method you have to use. Put the bracket @class. So this is the custom XPath. So Control C, and let's see, Control F, and remove everything and paste it. So you can see two labels are coming here. Men and women are getting highlighted when I am clicking enter to 1 of 2, 2 of 2. So this is the XPath we have to use in order to find the gender related men and women filters. So let me explain this one more time. First of all, I am finding the gender label, and I cannot directly use the following sibling here because the parent is having the following sibling. So go to the gender. So the gender is having the parent div. The parent is having a following sibling. So first of all, go to the parent div and then go to the following sibling div. And after that, there are so many child tags are there. If you are navigating like one by one, right, then there is a chance like in future it is going to fail, because they can remove some of the tags in case of there is no such requirement. So put a double slash. Double slash means after you find this element, the next element is very near to this current element. So this following sibling is one element, and Double slash means this is a relative XPath which we discussed previously. So after that you write your locator label, and class is very big here. So if I am using the full class, sometimes there is a possibility of failure. So you can use a contains, or even directly at the rate class equal to, you can give the full text. So this is the full text if you want to use. So I am not going to use the full text. So full text means this entire text you have to pass. And here it, since it is men, it is men is coming. In another element it can be woman also. If I highlight on this, woman is having the woman text. And if I go to the jackets and coats, so jackets and coats is having a different class name. So every time the class name is changing, so you have to use a contains method to check the partial text of the class. So full class name will not work in this case. So gender is one example, and after gender we have category, right? Highlight on the category. So this is the category text. So copy the category text, Control C. So after category, what else we have? We have so many filters. So next one is price. So price is in small case. So Control C. So after price, what else we have? We have brands. So with the same XPath, if we are changing the label now, it is going to work. So copy this, put the, instead of gender, put category. So give price and brands. So let me try whether all these things are going to work. Copy the category XPath, do Control F and remove the existing value and paste it. So you can see one of three, two of three, three of three. All the three category filters are working. And if you are checking the price, Control C and do Control F and remove the text, and total 5 elements are there. So under the price we are having 5 elements. Below rupees 500, 500 to 1000, so 1000, 1500, 2000. So Control F, and this locator is working. So only thing I have changed is the text only. I did not change anything else. So for the same thing for the brands. So all the 5 brands are working. One of five, two of five. So similarly, you can apply this for any kind of text, and this is going to work. So you can apply this for other shopping websites also, like Amazon, Flipkart, or any other shopping websites. Uh, this is one of the interview question, and this kind of complex XPath building only generally in the interview they will ask. They will not ask you writing a simple XPath. This kind of simple XPath, whatever I am highlighting, it is generally not asked. So you have to build a complex XPath. So practice the yesterday's session. So in yesterday's session, I covered so many things on the basic single attribute, multiple attribute, and wildcard, star mark, and or operators. And using the text method, I have explained. And contains text also I have explained yesterday. And starts with method also. And chained XPath. After that, this XPath Axes is also one big session I told yesterday. So you have to practice this with one or two websites. So if you are practicing, then only you will be able to remember and able to answer clearly in the interview. So try to practice these things.